Hello everyone, Thursday, April 22nd, Minute Plus Meditation here. So we're continuing with John chapter 6. This is verses 44 through 51. Now Jesus starts this section by saying, "No one comes to me unless the Father who sent me draw him, and I will raise him up on the last day." So he's kind of giving, he's preparing us for the fact, because he's drilling down on this. He knows there's a growing rumbling amongst the crowd, like, what's this guy talking about? And what's he getting at? And he's going to really kind of be much more explicit in the next day or so. So he's saying, look, you're listening to me and you might be intrigued. You might be rumbling, complaining a bit, but I'm telling you right now, you can't go any further. You couldn't even get to this point if you were not in some way disposed to God, but you really have to be disposed to God, to what God is saying to you, not what your little puny mind is going to try and figure out. You need to be disposed to what God, my Father, is revealing to you and what I'm revealing to you, because it is not the summation or the culmination of human reason. Human reason can only go so far when it comes to the mystery of the Eucharist. The Eucharist is not unreasonable, but it is not, as we would say, reasonable, although it is in a certain way, but it's supra-reasonable. In other words, it goes beyond reason. It's not contrary to reason, but reason cannot sufficiently explain the Eucharist, because it's a mystery of its very nature, because it involves the person of the Son of God. So it can't be resolved by the human intellect alone. In fact, if I remember correctly, not even the angels can fully comprehend how God can become present under the appearance of bread and wine. How God can become present under the appearance of bread and wine, because it involves the second person of the Blessed Trinity, and he is incomprehensible to the created intellect. This is what Jesus, in his love for us, is revealing, and he's saying, you have to ask the Father, you have to ask God for the gift of faith. So if you don't have it, and you find this intriguing, like this is really interesting, like there's something here, you can't go much further than that. You'll see, well, this could happen if God is who he says he is, but you still can't believe it until you ask God for the gift of faith, and then he has to give it to you. Would he give it to you right away like that? I don't know. This is a mysterious interaction between the human person and God. So, but if a person really desires this, and if they read and prepare their mind, for reading the scriptures and even reading good books on it, they dispose their mind to the gift of faith. But it is a gift, all right? It's not something that you and I we can have accumulation of knowledge and all of a sudden, yeah, I believe that, because I get the problem, like 2 + 2 = 4. Not like that. It's a gift of faith. So remember this, and even when you have the faith, like I believe it, presumably you believe it, we're still not guaranteed that we'll always believe it. We have to keep the gift strong, revitalized, nourished by daily prayer, by daily sacrifice, by genuflections before the Blessed Sacrament, by spiritual communions, especially during this time of COVID, by thinking of our Lord's spiritual communions throughout the day. Jesus, I desire to receive you in the Blessed Sacrament. Very simple to do this. Go by a church and make the sign of the cross when you go by a church, or even say, Jesus, I love you in your heart. All these simple things we do to nourish, strengthen, build our faith so that we never lose the gift that we have. God bless you.